Hey, welcome back everyone, JayborinoPlays here, and this is Shadow of the Brood Custom Campaign for Starcraft 2, Mission 9, Frozen Essence. Alrighty, let's get going. Continue Radgar's seemingly endless quest to collect Essence. I thought he was trying to revive Kalisa. I thought she was on Slain, and perhaps she's on Calder. There's 3 missions left, including this one, so perhaps that is the end goal of the entire campaign, is to bring Kalisa back. The Ice Guardian has been corrupted by Kalisa's essence. It won't be easy to face him alone. Be careful and use your abilities wisely. Your abilities won't always hurt him. Alrighty, so from my understanding, and I may be incorrect, this mission is exclusively a big boss battle, but I'm not sure. Let's just head into it. It is here. You have to face him. He's waiting for you now, feeling your presence. After many years, Kalisa's essence has corrupted him, and he's become much more dangerous than before. You must end it once and for all. Wouldn't it be funny if this mission we kill the Ice Guardian, next mission we get Kalisa back, and then she's like pissed at all the changes we've made to her beloved brood race, and then we have to kill her again or something? Be really, really silly. And enjoyable. Alrighty. Hard. That's just my prediction, though. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen. Intruder, how dare you enter my cave? You have her essence. Give me that essence or I will take it by myself. Her essence is now mine, and you must suffer for your crimes. My crimes? What'd I do to you, dude? Alright, save the game. Control Q. Your death shall wash your crimes. Wash away your crimes? Alright, so we still have Corrosive Bile and Essence Absorption. It looks like we've got Mend now. Alright, that's great. Well, let's just get attacking right now. Okay, Mend is pretty straightforward. I suppose we should just hit him with Corrosive Bile as frequently as possible. Hit him with our beam. Now, it said sometimes he will not be vulnerable, so I guess we might as well use Mend frequently, too. It's only on a cooldown, and it doesn't cost energy. So it's possible he's going to have multiple phases. I'm mostly just waiting for Corrosive Bile and Beam to come up. Just use Mend every time it's up, like I was saying. Again, when you're not based on energy, it's all about just when to use your cooldowns. Alright, so I wait for him to do that attack, which, as far as I can tell, you can't dodge. Alright, so he calls in Zerglings as well. That's also a good, easy way to get healed. I kind of don't like this area back here because you can't really see where you are. Okay, and I'm curious to know if this fight will kind of change and evolve as we move forward, or if this is literally just it. No, it looks like he's... Yeah, okay. So he is certainly changing his attacks up, which is good news. It seems like when you hit a certain health, that's when he, decides to change what he's doing. Not attacking me over here. I honestly think as he calls in minions, that's when things might start getting a little dangerous. Not dangerous, but it's more like, I don't know if he'll start summoning roaches, say, or more and more Zerglings, Hydralisks. That's what I found in the last boss battle. That was really, really dangerous. You just gotta keep avoiding these things. But that's when things got really, really dangerous, is when the boss would summon just an absolute crap ton of, your essence shall be mine, of course it will be. Just a bunch of extra units. Those roaches really just fucked me up in that last boss fight, so we'll just keep an eye out for that. Again, I don't think you can dodge that attack. Okay, so now it's roaches. I'm thinking we just go ahead and we focus on those. Those, like, you cannot leave the roaches to just do damage to you like this, so... Okay, so they're immune to his... They're immune to him. To his fight, to his attack. It'd be kind of cool or neat if you could somehow make it such that they get damaged by his beam. That would be kind of neat. Okay, there we go. We are getting healed by killing the roaches. We're back in it. And again, I just gotta make sure we use Mend when it's up, because those roaches, I think, are... If you've noticed, that's when I'm losing the most health. So I'm just kind of just saving my cooldowns. Back up, use Corrosive Beam, turn and fight, and then hit them with 2 Corrosive Blasts, and that should kill them. That was actually kind of overkill right there. Use Mend. Alright, so I like this. It's a mixture of, movement-based. Oh, okay, so this is getting more intense, which I like. Again, it's ramping up. It started relatively straightforward and easy, but now more roaches are getting summoned at a time. More of those big Void Blasts are happening at a time. Obviously, the unavoidable attack right there. Alright. And I don't want to ever have, like, a full complement of Corrosive Bile. I want to make sure I'm using that constantly. Alright, we should be able to kill these like normal. Mend is huge against these roaches. All right, back out of these. Okay. I should hotkey him in case I accidentally deselect him, which has been happening. Mend. The cooldown on Mend is low enough that it's really not, it's not too bad. Okay, wonderful. Let's just keep it up. And yeah, it seems like these are being summoned more frequently, so it's hard to find a spot where you can stand to not get hit. So it seems like as this goes on, we're gonna have more and more of a challenge to find a place where we can stand to avoid that. Okay, looking good. So 1 Corrosive Beam and then 1 Corrosive Bile Blast on the roaches generally will kill them on top of Radgar's normal auto attack. I just really don't want to get hit by these. I don't know how much damage it does. A lot, actually. I got caught by the edge of one right there. Okay, let's just run away for now while we wait for Mend. All right, now attack. Got 1 roach kind of standing in the back there. Doesn't want to fuck with me. I understand. I wouldn't either. Let's not get hit by this. When he's doing this, I think that's when you want to blow all your cooldowns on attacking the boss, as opposed to worrying about... I mean, at this point, you can assume there probably won't be roaches on the field. I really don't want to get hit by these. Radgar's unit model is large enough that it is kind of easy to get a hit by this stuff. All right, I'm going to save right now. I'm trying to frequently save. I just blew all my cooldowns. That may have been a mistake, actually. Yep, because there's the roaches. We're going to have to kill these like normal, I think. Throw 1 Corrosive Bile down. Focus on this one, Mend. Okay, we're good, Corrosive Beam, blow all our cooldowns. Again, this is when you want to use those cooldowns. Except Mend. Mend just use all the time, I suppose. Your time has come, death awaits. I assume that means maybe we brought him into the next phase. At least that's how I understand that. Corrosive Beam. Yep, okay, so now he's tracking us with this attack right here. Let's just make sure we run away and use Mend. Kill this last roach. Alright, Corrosive Beam. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is real bad. Well, there's nothing I could do there. I was just completely trapped in. I need to use Mend again as soon as possible. And I'm going to save my cooldowns right now. Okay, let's... I think I'm safe right here. Yeah, so it's becoming more and more challenging to find the safe spot. I think I'm just going to save my abilities, honestly, for when he spawns the roaches, because that's when I notice I'm taking the most heat. Let's just run away. So yeah, it's the second half of this boss is going to be more challenging and time-consuming just because you're going to spend more time avoiding damage as opposed to standing in a safe spot and dealing damage. Okay, Mend. All right, now he's summoning Hydralisks as well. Hydralisks die instantly to Corrosive Beam, which makes me think rather than using on the boss, we just use it exclusively on the units that he summons. All right, let's run away. Let's kill the Hydralisk like normal. Corrosive Blast. Mend. Corrosive Beam. All right, he's summoning things more frequently now, too. So this is definitely ramping up in challenge. And this is how I would describe a good boss battle. It's, you know, a boss starts with 1 or 2 relatively easily trackable abilities. But then, as it goes on, not only do those abilities become more challenging, the boss also will gain more abilities. So, like, it's becoming more challenging to find safe zones for these Void Blasts, but then also, you know, he's summoning more roaches. Now he's summoning Hydralisks. It's not just Zerglings anymore. You can avoid this pretty easily, I'd say. This is a new ability as well. It's pretty neat, and I would say it's not horribly time-consuming. I think the boss has just enough... It has enough health to properly convey a good challenge in the sense that... let's hit him with Corrosive Bile. In the sense that, you know, his abilities evolve as the fight goes on, so you need to make sure that they have enough health. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, God, that one went away right in time. It's so that the boss has enough health so that you can properly evolve the abilities. And, you know, the player has to learn the fight as they play it. And I've said this multiple times, you know, with multiple different boss fights, and that I will continue to ascribe to that. All right, we're going to have to walk our way through these, unfortunately. Move back, okay. But I think that's, I say it pretty much every boss fight, and I try not to hold double standards here. I would hold these standards to pretty much every boss fight, and until I find a boss fight that I really, really, really like that doesn't follow that general pattern, then that's what I'm going to stick with, is that's what makes a good boss fight, you know. Not too much health. Too much health becomes a slog, right? But enough health that the player has to understand the different ways to avoid the abilities and get to a point where, like, there's some... I mean, the fact that we have Mend means that there's some leeway, which is good as well. It's not just incredibly punishing. Oh, God. All right, let's just hang out back here. But I would say this encompasses some of the best aspects of what I would consider for a boss fight. It's movement-based. It's ability rationing. There's some timing involved with it, and that kind of goes hand in hand with the ability rationing. And we're very, very close. I really want to use Corrosive Beam on him, but I also think that might be a mistake because I want to save that for when he summons Roaches and Hydralisks. Because if we can burst those down really, really, really quickly with Corrosive Beam, I think that'll put us in a much better position. Good God. I can't... the terrain was sort of blocking me there. Mend. All right, Corrosive Bile. Corrosive Beam. There we go. One thing that could make this fight maybe slightly... I'm not saying it's bad by any means. I'm not... This is all relative. When I say I'm talking about, like, things that could make it better, that's me saying this is fun, and here's just me brainstorming some cool ideas for it, is maybe have the boss summon more enemies at a time, but then also make it so that they can be damaged by his attacks. So what that would do is, it makes the player able to kite them through his Void Blasts. All right, he's very close to death. I really want to get him down here. So that way, like, the player might have a harder time against the boss in general, but they could kite the enemies through his Void Blast like this. All right, let's just use our abilities against him now. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. He just summoned Roaches. 200 health. We can kite these things. I didn't realize we can outrange these. That would have been really helpful in the last boss fight where we had a lot of trouble. That full life pickup right there. I don't want to pick up that other one, but I kind of was forced to walk through it. All right, I will pick up this one. Corrosive Beam. And let's just use all of them on him and then just attack these like normal. 113 health. We've definitely got him in this round, I think. All right. Whew. See, these last couple hundred hit points are taking significantly longer just because of all the stuff. You know what? It looks like he's invulnerable to my abilities at some points. He's also healing. I mean, I can heal too, so that makes sense. Okay, got him. Well, he's down to 41 health. I assume that's like, we're not killing him, we're collecting the essence. How is this possible? No. I told you that I will take it by myself. Trash Talk by Radgar. Nice. Radgar licking the shit out of this guy. Alright, so it's going to be a short episode today. That mission was literally just a boss fight, and I take it that perhaps in the next episode, by killing this thing, if I understand correctly, and I was wrong before, this should provide us what we need to revive Kalisa, which has been seemingly the objective for this entire campaign. Now, missions, there are 2 more missions left, missions 10 and 11, so I don't know what those are going to entail. It's possible next mission we're going to have to do some sort of protection of a chrysalis, maybe, while Kalisa is reborn, and then mission 11, we have the full strength of the Brood race behind us, with Kalisa back. I don't know. This is all just predictions by me, again, and I've said this before, I don't feel that the story is really the selling point of this campaign. It's not there. There is a loose story, but I wouldn't consider that the strong point of this campaign. The strong point is obviously the incorporation of really, really cool art assets, both playable via the Brood race and also in terms of doodads. On top of that, just the playability of the Brood race, which it feels it's a good feel for an extra RTS race. I will say that, for something really being made up from scratch, taking a lot of elements from Command & Conquer 3, I feel like it does fit very well, because we have been fighting Terran. Did we fight Protoss? We did fight Zerg. I mean, so we fought Terran and Zerg, 2 default races with a custom race, and it feels good. It's not buggy, and it feels good for a single-player experience, so I feel like that's really the strong suit of this campaign. All right, well, this has been JayborinoPlays. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.